All right, welcome to the JAYAR Show podcast. Today's episode, he is super duper talented and an absolute sweetheart of a dude. My guest, Mr. John Reddick. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome today's guest, the legendary Mr. John Reddick.
Oh, what's up? What's up?
It's been a couple years since you last came in. You've had a song just kind of blow up on our airwaves. No Fear was just one of the biggest songs of 2025. We'll talk about that a wee bit as well. Plus a new song you've got out called The Way we're going to play in just a little bit. But I want to start with you and I are both JRs. I'm going to see if you can nail down some of our fellow JRs, all right? I'm going to give you one word and you see if you can get it. Then I'll give you a second word if you can't get it. Very famous JR, old school baseball player, way back.
Oh, no, I don't know.
Jackie Robb.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
Yes, 42. That's what I was going to
Yeah,
say.
yeah. All right, here's another one. Actress, Pretty Woman.
Oh, Julia Roberts. Okay.
Super duper, one of the richest families in America, way back in the day, like skyscrapers.
Oh, man.
Helped build America.
I know this.
If you're really rich, you would call somebody, oh, you must be with the
I wasn't ready for this one, bro. I don't know.
Rockefeller. John Rockefeller.
Yeah.
All right, here's one. One of Will Ferrell's best friends. They do so many movies together. Will Ferrell and this other guy.
Oh, I don't know his real name. All I know is Shake and Bake, right? Curly hair. It's not that one.
Step Brothers.
Yeah.
John C. Reilly. John Reilly.
Yes.
Podcast. All I got to do is say the word podcast. Give me a famous JR.
You.
No, I don't do. No, wait, I do have a podcast. Joe Rogan.
Oh, yeah. I'm sleeping.
You might not be old enough for this one, but old school WWF had a snake.
Oh,
that he would put on people.
Jake the Snake.
Yeah, Roberts.
Okay.
All right, one more for you. 49er. San Francisco 49er. Wide receiver. 49er.
Oh, Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice. There you go. And then there's John Reddick, and then there's J.R.
I thought you were going
Reeves.
to say JR from Dallas.
Talk to me about The Way, new song. Where did this one come from? DNA of this one?
Man, actually, it was a time I sat down at my piano. I was like, man, just thinking about the way out of things. And I sat down with Matthew West, and we started talking about how the way out of things is actually the way of Christ, and we started building. It was my first time to get to write with Matthew West, which was really crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we later on got moved on to write songs like No Fear and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the next song that we're about to put out, which I'm super excited about, but that's where it started. So it's kind of, it's really cool. And honestly, it's almost like you're in this enclosed room and you're just trying to figure out how your next step is going to be taken, or where your next step is going to be taken. And you've exhausted all your options. It's you really realizing that you can zoom out, you can look up, and you can, what, Jesus is the way through my next situation, through my next thing. That's where the heart comes from.
Since last I had you in, No Fear blew up. Can you just talk to me about where that song has gone, from stories to people knowing it? How weird is it to sing that thing and to have whole audiences just talking to me about the life of No Fear and where it's gone over the past couple of years since it came out, or last year.
I don't actually understand it, to be honest. It came from a place of like just straight transparency, vulnerability. I was on a journey to chase down the fear in my own life, and it didn't really deal with like physical fear. It was more like when you, as a man, you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna shut this part off. People won't get to me here. You know what I'm saying? And so then you build these walls, and I gotten to the point where I built so many walls, I realized I was enclosed in my own room, and so it's almost like going and chasing that down. I remember coming back and being like, hey, telling my record company, I don't know if we're done with this record. I feel like I just experienced this journey that I've been on, and I just want to see what God has for it. And then we sat down like 2 weeks later, and there were a couple of songs just that good. Ends up being my wife's favorite song on that album, and No Fear ended up being the other song. And so I guess you could say my record company trusts me.
Yeah.
But then to see it, I wasn't sure how it was going to land. I was like, so but I knew this song as just old church, right? I like almost like this Shirley Caesar kind of thing, if you ever heard of her. And then uh, Matthew and Jeff Pardo come with the guitars in it, and so it was like this beautiful mesh. And so it's kind of like that's how it would happen, even live. And so it went from me not being sure what it would be like to me being shocked that, especially I think more kids were loving the song than I ever expected. And then all of a sudden you realize kids are walking out on their, they're using it to walk out on their baseball things, or you see kids are saying, "Hey, I use this when I get ready to go to sleep tonight," and you're just like in awe, and it takes you back to the original story, and you kind of weep. You're like, man, I thought that I thought I was just trying to figure out something for my life. Turns out maybe this is part of God's entire journey when he says, "Hey man, I have an entire journey for you to go. You'll feel this on this road. You'll go through these things, but in the end, you'll be able to share it to a bunch of people who are dealing with their own things." And so the stories that have come back to me, they go from being scared at night to being on deathbeds, to having cancer, to being afraid of what'll happen to the kid. Like there are all these different things, and I'm in awe because every time they hit me up and say, "Hey, this song did this," I'm just like, wow, wow, God, what are you doing? I remember when I didn't think I was supposed to be doing music anymore, and so I'm just honored that it's, I don't know, that people can use it for the place in their lives that they feel like they need to use it for. So.
All right, this is actually John Reddick's first interview since losing your voice
Yeah.
a couple of months ago. And actually, you're leading up on singing for the first time. Can you just talk to our audience about how frightening that is for it to be your instrument, especially when you're serving God with that instrument? And it's like, okay, yeah, it's my job, but also ministry wise. But then when the instrument stops working, what goes through your head and how did it happen? Where were you on tour with Phil Wickham, I
Mm.
believe?
All right, so I just finished a tour with Kane. We did 36 shows, I think. It's probably the longest tour I've done. It was so fun. It was so exciting. But I know for me, we were at the end of that tour, and then we went right into Thanksgiving. I get to California, and I get ready to sound check, and I have this weird thing that I'm allergic to onions, right? And so if I get onions for I don't die, not and whatever like that, but I do get a sinus infection, which any other world is like whatever,
Yeah.
people get sinus infections all the time, but I lose my voice. It happens every time, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna say whatever, whether it's a thing or not, it happens to me,
Yeah.
right? Well, I remember being like, "Hey man, I feel this." So anyway, fast forward, I'm in sound check. I got an antibiotic because I realized my voice is actually going away. I hit my vocal coach up. My vocal coach helps me try to get my voice back, and then he looks at me with this look like, and I was thinking to myself, now I've never seen that look. I'm out there, and that night I'm like, whew, I'm struggling. I'm like, this is really bad. I'm thinking to myself, I gotta apologize to everybody in this room. And so I'm blessed that they were like singing along. Come back 2 days later, and I'm thinking it'll be better. It's worse. And so I went the next day, and the doctors are like, "Hey, you got to stop right now, or you can't sing another lick because this can last from a few weeks to months. You risk losing your voice for the rest of your life. That's how much it'll scar."
Yeah.
People started saying, "Man, I'm so sorry. That's so frightening." And in my mind, I'm like, "It is." Like I haven't had this situation ever in my life. I
Yeah.
don't, and it didn't feel different. It
Right.
just felt like I was hoarse. I'm like, you know what? I'm super faithful that, I'm also super optimistic. I trust God that he'll make a way in the end. And I do believe that. He always comes through in the end. And so but it was something different. I remember in that moment it hit me like, man, what if that was my last time?
Mm.
Actually, I feel it right now. Like, man, what if that was my last time?
Oh, because you've not gone back out.
Yeah, no, I haven't sung. I
Okay.
haven't sung anything
Yeah.
else. I haven't still to this day. I've only talked. I haven't. I've warmed up once
Yeah.
just because they were like, "Be super careful." So I'm like, I'm gonna be super careful. I'm gonna, It says I read somewhere if you eat salmon, it can help your vocal folds. I mean, I've been dropping salmon like like this popcorn, bro. I trust God, and it is a scary thing to imagine what if, but I didn't get here off of the fear, being afraid of what might be taken away. It's more just believing what might come in the moments, And if for whatever reason it's in my future for my voice to be gone, then I do believe that God will give me the next thing He needs me to do, because I don't think my thing is wrapped up in singing. I think it's wrapped up in pointing people to Jesus. So.
All right, this is backed by popular demand. It was our audience in comments that would always say, hey, when are you guys going to bring back Tickling the Ivories? We loved it when an artist would just do whatever on a piano, spur of the moment. Tickling the Ivories. John Reddick, Tickling the Ivories. This is creative license to go wherever he wants to go. That's Eminem.
Anyway, I don't know.
Wait, was that?
What did they say? I'm testing people's salvation.
Oh. That's Eminem, right?
Almost.
Oh, Snoop, Dre. Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah. I'm rusty. Here you go.
Mr. Rogers.
So that was my best one. I was trying to make it like a worship thing and then be like,
wait, can you make Dr. Dre sound like Matt Redman and just make it worshipful? Here comes Carrie Job. I love that. As we say goodbye here, what do you have? Well, first of all, everybody pray for John's voice that he can get back to work. So are you able to even book a spring tour or anything, or is it wait and see?
Yeah, I mean, I sing at church this Sunday, then I Danny Goki tour, so nice. I'm working. Okay. I'm praying while I'm out like that.
It's a step of faith to go, well, they're booked.
Yeah, they are booked. So I mean, I have no other choice. We got to roll.
Yeah. Awesome. It is always great to see you, my friend.
Sweet to see you.
Big thank you to John Reddick for joining me. Hopefully you enjoyed that and just feels so horrible as he goes through this voice issue, and hopefully he's had enough rest. Let's talk about the next episode. Jordan Feliz is scheduled to join me. I want to just encourage you to hit subscribe so you'll be alerted when that comes out. You can follow us on Instagram. Let others know where they can find these interviews. And yeah, don't forget to hit subscribe. So till next time, peace.